Hello and good day. You are welcome to analyzing contemporary issues with Ashigam. Insanity, they say, is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. That's the case of Nigeria and the rehabilitation of our various refineries. For close to 2 decades now, it's estimated that Nigeria has spent over $18 billion on the rehabilitation of the various refineries in Nigeria. That is the Warri refinery, Port Harcourt refinery, and the Kaduna refinery, without achieving a tangible result. And just recently, I came across a video which actually states that Nigeria has signed an MOU, which is a memorandum of understanding with two Chinese firms regarding the repair or rehabilitation of the Warri and Port Harcourt refinery. Watch, please.
Where I'm trying to establish here is, first of all, there's even a fundamental issue. The issue is we have not resolved the past. You are familiar with the issue of arbitral awards, how Nigeria has suffered several years. The P and IND $11 billion, which was about 30% of our GDP at the material time. We are playing into another. Have we resolved the past? Have we found out of the $1.5 billion that was approved for Warri refinery, how much was disbursed, what was the deliverable, and if indeed we hold them to account? NNPC is silent on that. NNPC is also silent on the Warri Saipen refinery, where money was also approved and money collected.
In my own point of view, the rehabilitation or repair of these refineries provides an avenue for NNPC and government officials to siphon money from this country. For what we have is a system whereby contracts are being awarded to companies every 3 or 4 years regarding the rehabilitation of these refineries. These companies that the contract are being awarded to will sample some equipment in the refineries and claim they've replaced those equipment. Then they will flare gas for 3 to 6 months, claiming that the refineries have started working. Then after 3 or 6 months, the refinery will shut down without actually refining a single barrel of crude oil. This is a system that has been going on for close to 2 decades, which has led to the country spending close to $18 billion regarding the rehabilitation of these refineries. And just recently, I think in March 2001, the country actually awarded a contract worth close to $2.4 billion regarding the rehabilitation of the three refineries in Nigeria. $1.5 billion was awarded regarding the rehabilitation of the Port Harcourt refinery. $900 million was awarded regarding the rehabilitation of the Warri refinery. And I think over $500 million was awarded regarding the rehabilitation of the Kaduna refinery. And the fact that we don't have money, we cannot continue to toe this line because this only leads to wastage and an avenue for few individuals to enrich themselves at the expense of the whole nation. My take is that government should privatize these refineries and save the nation the headache of rehabilitating these refineries. For what the rehabilitation of this refinery does is that it provides an avenue for NNPC and government officials to mismanage public fund. And we all know that public enterprises are usually plagued by two things. One, inefficiency. They're usually poorly managed. The citizens treat the companies as nobody's business. After all, government property is nobody's property. And two, there's usually high incidence of corruption in those establishments. So government should privatize this refinery and take the role of regulator. Government should regulate the sector and let individuals that can manage this refinery take over the management of these refineries. Those companies for over 2 decades that have been claiming to rehabilitate these refineries, those companies, if they feel these refineries are viable, they should come forward with bids and acquire this refinery from the government, put them in order, and start running them as a private business, just like Dangote has its own refinery and is making money from it. And since those businesses are interested in making money, those companies, the likes of Saipen, they can take up the mantle of running this company. They should acquire it from the government and start managing it as a private business and save the nation the headache of rehabilitating these refineries, which only provides an avenue for a few individuals to enrich themselves at the expense of the whole nation. And if no company is willing to acquire these refineries from the government should not, I repeat, should not invest 1 naira for the repair of these refineries. For a country that is constantly borrowing money to execute government projects cannot be seen throwing around money when the nation has other pressing needs at hand. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment if I'm learning and I would like to learn from you. Thank you.